Whoa, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Just Another Masshole. I am Kyle Raymond. Just another masshole. And how the fuck are you doing? Well, it's been what? I don't know, almost 2 weeks. I haven't done one. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning. If you don't remember, I do this when I feel like it. I'm going to try and do 3 a week. And if I don't feel like it because I'm busy and I'm not around my computer, you know, you're shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, a lot's going on. The fucking Don't Watch This Podcast was great. You know, the roast went great. And I just did the open mic, this past Tuesday, and that was excellent. It was on the Freak Show at Flying Brian that same morning. Things have been pretty busy in my life here. And I went... everything's been really and the new job is great and whatever. I guess it's great. I got in trouble because I didn't work all 40 hours. You know, like, you need to work your 40 hours. It's like, I'm not salary. They pay me hourly. I don't understand what the problem is. You know, the trucks come, and when they're here, they're gone, and I do all my shit, and I get out of there. I mean, if it's 10 minutes early, it's 10 minutes early. It's so ridiculous. In this world, it's like, you don't have a reason. You don't even have to pay me, and I still pay for my insurance and so on and so forth. So it doesn't affect you in any way except you don't have to pay me. So what is your purpose? You just want to prove you own me. That's it. That's all I can hear is you want to prove you have control over my life and dictate what I do and when I do it and how I do it. You own me until 4:30. You own me when I'm on the clock. You don't own me until a specific time. Yeah, I'm supposed to work till 4:30, but if all the work is done and all the trucks have come and there's nobody left in the building and everything's over and you're shutting down, I do all your shit in the computer, you punch it all in, and it's like, 4:20. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Look at that. I got lucky. I get to leave 10 minutes early. Apparently you're not lucky. Apparently you're an asshole. Oh, man. And then, the last episode I did, I know I lost my shit a lot. I lost my shit big time about gun control. My point still stands. Both sides are right. Both sides are right. We have too many crazy people. It's a mental health issue in this country. Yes, we have a severe mental health issue in this country. But it's also very easy to get a gun. A little bit too easy. A 19-year-old should not have gotten that gun. He had several calls to the police and shit. Like, there were so many red flags, and nobody did shit. Nobody did anything. And the kid still got a gun. And it's just completely fucking ridiculous. And it's like, well, why don't we just enforce the laws that we have? You're correct. But maybe we need some new laws where if somebody sells you that gun and they didn't go through all the proper channels, or maybe the gun shop owner did go through all the proper channels, but the system wasn't updated, and you go to that police station where all those police reports are and go, how come you didn't put that in the national database? How come you didn't let people know that kid was a fucking psychopath? And that fucking person should be punished. Somebody needs to be punished somewhere because somehow somebody dropped the fucking ball and it cost 17 more fucking lives. That's it. Okay? Somewhere, somehow, somebody dropped the fucking ball and they need to be held accountable. I don't know who it is. That's what I mean. If it's a gun shop owner, I'm sure most gun shop owners go through all the proper channels. And if that shit comes back clean, it comes back clean. But if that kid had 30 fucking complaints against him to the police, and videos of him online threatening people, and then people try to report that and nobody does shit, and so on and so forth. Somebody there dropped that ball, and that person needs to be held accountable for their actions. I'm sorry. What else is going on? Oh, same day, shot some fucking black dude in his backyard 20 times. First it was a gun or a crowbar. Turned out it was a cell phone. How the fuck you think a crowbar? Cell phone, crowbar. That they're nowhere fucking near the same shape, size. You wouldn't hold it the same way, I'm pretty sure that, if you're holding a cell phone, more than likely the screen light was on. I'm pretty sure that no gun I've ever seen has an LED screen on it. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I don't have actual. I didn't see his phone light on. I'm just assuming if the phone's in your hand, more than likely you're like on it or something, and the screen is on, right? Right? So ridiculous. People be so ridiculous defending that shit. What is it? And then I saw a video, and this dude, I don't know, apparently pistol whipped somebody. When somebody says that, you're like, did he hit the clerk with the gun, or did he pistol whip them with the gun? Because if you only hit them once and they complied, and it's kind of like, is that pistol whipping? When you use that term, it's like, you should have just bashed her head with the gun, or his head with the gun, and robbed the fucking store. I think that's the story. But then when the cops surround him, and he was hands up, and they're like, get down, and he goes on the floor, and they're like, yeah, get down, and he puts his hands down to get on the ground, and the cop comes over, because I guess he wasn't doing it fucking fast enough for him, and just straight fucking heel boots him in the back of the fucking head. And people are like, well, whatever he's asking for. I don't even know how you'd fucking... No, you can't defend that. The dude is complying. It's not your job to do that. Your job is to arrest him at that point. They say, oh, you're putting it... I don't know. I don't know. I think it's completely ridiculous. People still defending that shit. So, I also checked out the new Roseanne. Loved that show when I was a kid. I remember watching Roseanne all the time. I watched every episode. I'm pretty damn sure I saw it from the beginning to the end. Yeah. And some people a little upset, made too much fun of liberal people. And it's like kind of made fun of everybody in my mind. I'm kind of like, the point, I think, is that everybody has flaws. And, the divide between Roseanne and her sister Jackie, it's kind of like, this shit is dividing families. People at dinner tables walking out because everybody in their family voted for Trump, and they're trying to ask them why, and everybody gets mad at him, and he fucking leaves. There's this shit's going on everywhere. Like, so maybe they're trying to address some real issues in this country right now, kind of like they used to in the olden days. I was telling Allison, I remember all the stuff they mentioned, a lot of it about Becky dropping out of school, and Becky getting married behind her parents' back to Mark, who was apparently an alcoholic, and getting pregnant, and then there was, I was saying, Jackie. There was her husband at the time. I guess I think he was a drunk or whatever. He was abusive and beating the shit out of her, and I'm pretty sure Dan went over and tried to talk to him, and then ended up beating the shit out of him, and went to jail. And then the family has to scrape their money together to bail him out. And, that's fucking real life shit right there. So it's like, I think that's what they were trying to do. I think, and apparently Darlene, what's her name? Damn it. Sarah Gilbert is the producer of it. So, pretty sure she's pretty left-leaning. I'm pretty sure she's lesbian. And that was another funny joke from the show if you didn't see it. Was they were trying to say how they're not against gay people because of one of the kids like wears women's clothes a little bit. They were trying to, we're not against gay people who even have a gay daughter. And Darlene's like, I'm not gay. And they're like, yeah, we don't have to defend ourselves. We even got a gay daughter. And she's like, I'm not gay, because she's got kids and shit. To me, it was fucking hilarious. I was like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good right there. I like that. There's a lot of good cameo or flashbacky, or there's a lot of good shit if you remember it. That's pretty on point, well thought out, and hilarious. But there's also a bunch of really lowbrow bullshit, left-right political bullshit, left-right back and forth. So I understand people are uncomfortable with it. Well, you need to get comfortable with it because this is reality, and I think that's kind of what they're trying to do. I'm not trying to defend anything. And then it also made me say, you know what? I get everybody's point. Okay? I get everybody, Hillary was crooked. It's like she was crooked. Her and the DNC rigged the election against Bernie Sanders, who would have been a much better candidate against fucking Ship Heel. It's also evidence that they helped promote Trump because they thought he'd be a fucking loser against Hillary. Nobody liked her. She had the lowest fucking, nobody really likes Hillary. Most people would vote for her because she'd be the first woman president, and they liked her husband. And she's been in politics as senator and secretary of state for a while. It's like she's well versed in what she does. She is well versed in what she does, and it's better than fucking Captain Shitheel. So I get both sides of what they were doing, and then when they, look at what they just did to Bernie. Well, Trump's kind of the same. He's a populist too. I can totally get it. And you're put in the spot in your booth there, and you vote. I totally get it. But if at this point you're still on their side, or still on his side, or still defending him, or anything, there's something fucking deeply wrong with you. There's something deeply, deeply, deeply wrong with you. Every one of these instances usually has a pretty good argument, and it doesn't come from Captain fucking, or Pinochle Pinochet. Is that one of the ones I've heard? Pinochle Pinochet. Kremlin-controlled carrot. Oh, that's a good one. I had said to John Fry, because I know John Fry's listening to this, me and John Fry, and I was like, Stormy Daniels, that's a fucking distraction. Okay? And any Republican out there saying, I don't care what Donald Trump did as a private citizen in his private life before he was president, it's none of my business. Oh, yeah? Oh, what the fuck? I shut the goddamn ringer off. Lost my train of thought. But she, Stormy Daniels is a conservative and supported Sarah Palin. So if that gives you any idea as to her political leanings, okay, she's a fucking moron. So I wouldn't listen to her anyway. The interview I haven't seen, but apparently her pupils were dilated and she was high as shit on something, some ecstasy or some MDMA or cocaine, meth, who the fuck knows? Apparently she was tweaking on something. I didn't see it yet. Again, I didn't see it yet. But I will. And then he was like, distraction from what? Russia? And it's like, Russia's another distraction, man. You're looking at, Facebook ads? They changed this election. I bet you that's just a way to cover up the fact that they fucking gerrymander. That's what I was telling you. The real political rigging that goes on in this country is fucking gerrymandering. Okay, that's number one. And number two is, if you don't remember, during all the elections, there was fucking tampering with the voting machines, Diebold voting machines. They're running on an old program of Windows. There's backdoors in. People have demonstrated how easy it is. So that's total fucking bullshit. And, yeah, you're going to tell me that a bunch of Facebook ads targeted at the right people changed this election? Like, think about that. That's like, I don't know. People are allowed to, advertise for, what the hell is it? The diluted fucking medicine there. Homeopathy. And people buy it, even though that's total bullshit. And yet it's allowed to take place. Right? It's allowed to happen. So, you can't tell fucking some company in Russia that they can't run an ad. And you own the company, but it's like, that's fucking money. What's the worst that could happen? It's like, oh, look what happened. It's like, I'm telling you. Oh, that was the other part. Electoral college. So, gerrymandering, tampering with the machines, and the electoral college. You want to fix the voting system? You notice nobody's fucking fixed that yet, by the way. That now that the election's over again, we're just going to fucking forget about it. And then after the next election, when everybody goes, how the fuck did that happen? And they go, oh, it was gerrymandering. But nobody fucking fixes it. Okay? Nobody. So I'm just fucking saying it's total horse dick. Okay? And it's the same thing with guns. It's just like what they do with guns. Something happens, and they make it a national story, and then they talk about it, and then something else happens, and they totally forget about it, and then the next one happens, like, how come we didn't do anything last time? Because this country sucks. I don't know what to tell you. People like to vote against their own interests. There'll be for gay marriage and for abortion or whatever, Planned Parenthood, however you want to word it, because Planned Parenthood doesn't do abortions. But you get my point, right? But then they'll vote for a Republican in their local town council or whatever. They'll vote for a Republican. So basically, they're voting against everything they're for, and you're just baffled by that. It makes no fucking sense. Because I just, people are easily fucking led like sheep, and I don't know. Oh, aren't you led by a sheep, Kyle? You were all on the Bernie fan page. No, Bernie was stating a lot of things that I have felt that way for a very long time. He didn't implant those ideas in my head. Like, yeah, free healthcare. It's like, no, I know it's not free. And I'd rather pay more fucking money. Trust me, it's cheaper than these fucking companies being. These companies are in control. They own politicians and shit. It's like, trust me, having a much larger body like the entire state lobby against the insurance company is better than the insurance company with their endless amounts of money lobbying against the majority. It's not fucking fair. Trust me, it's the way it should be. Yay! So Roseanne was okay. Roseanne was okay. We'll see how it goes. Maybe eventually Roseanne will come around in the episode. Maybe she'll admit she was wrong. It's too late. But you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure I had one more thing to talk about, yeah. Oh, do I want to talk about that? I don't know. Cody Smith was having a conversation with me about, Cody was having a conversation about depression. I guess you could say a Facebook post. And then my argument was, I liked Keanu Reeves' little meme there. Okay, where it's like you basically you create your own happiness. You're not depressed. You're upset with the way the world is. Basically, I believe that's how it was put. Yeah, let me open it up. Instead of just talking out your ass, Kyle, how about you actually open up the thing you're talking about and read it so you say it correctly. The truth is, you don't struggle with depression. You struggle with the reality we live in. I think that's true for a majority of people. They're unhappy in their lives, unhappy in their jobs, unhappy in their marriages. Who knows you're unhappy? Everybody's unhappy. But that's not fucking depression. You can change that yourself. That's up to you. But Cody is like, nope, my brain chemistry is physically off and makes me want to kill myself no matter how good my life is. I don't know how to respond to that. Like I did respond, but I think sometimes some people think that I am the way I am because I had a discussion about privilege the other day. I'm privileged or whatever. Or I've had a great life, and so on. And it's like I have, but don't act like everything's been fucking rainbows and candy. I've been put in a mental hospital twice. I was put in. One second time I put myself in for suicidal thoughts. I've never gone to the level of actually physically harming myself in any way, but I definitely had thoughts about it. And I also think it's because I'm smarter than I'm going to cut my wrists for attention, or I'm going to try and hang myself, or I'm going to take some pills. It's like all of those take time, and somebody you may fuck it up. If I was going to do it, I'd probably get a gun and blow my fucking brains out, which is why I don't want a gun in the fucking house. I don't ever want a gun around because the majority of the time, people don't ever want to talk about those statistics about, more than likely you're going to use that gun to either kill somebody you love or yourself before you use it ever on a criminal. So having a gun in the house actually increases the chances that suicide or killing somebody you love. Just pointing that out. So that's what I mean. I've never gone to any level of wanting to do that. I'm not always happy-go-lucky. Just that's all I'm trying to say. I've had fucked up thoughts. I've had fucked up moments. I've done some pretty reckless things, and hey, like que sera sera. Whatever will be. Life goes on. There's a bunch of ways you could say it, and as I try to just. Fuck it, man. Of course, I don't know. No matter how good I've told Allison that when things go way too good, when things are way too good, I get nervous. 'Cause something really bad is gonna happen. Something can't hit all green lights. No, there's something's going on. But you need to stop thinking that way. Uh, Maybe you're getting all green lights because you're in a fucking positive mood and people are feeling that off of you. They're feeling that positivity off of you, which feeds back into your positivity because they want to do favors for you or they like you because you're feeling positive. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that his point still holds very sound of, you know, you're unhappy with the way things are, but that's not the way they have to be. And you should try to make it better. Oh, Kyle, you end on a really, really sad note. Well, you fucks you don't write me emails or stories, so I'm actually, talking off of Facebook posts here. So, you know, go with it. I think that's it. So don't forget to go fuck yourselves.